All right, let's talk about the one part of our government that's designed from the ground up to listen directly to us. We're talking about the part that's supposed to be a mirror, reflecting our families, our jobs, and our hometowns. If you've ever been to a local town hall meeting, you know this feeling deep in your bones. People are on their feet, they're passionate, maybe even a little fired up, and they are all demanding to be heard. It is absolutely messy, it is definitely loud, but man, is it real? That raw, face-to-face energy, that's exactly where representation begins, and it's the key idea we're going to unpack today. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at Congress as just one giant national town hall. Then, we'll see how all that talk actually gets turned into law. After that, we'll dive into the two-chamber system and why it's built for balance. And we'll wrap it all up with the most important piece of the puzzle, your power in making this whole thing work. Okay, so let's jump right in with that town hall idea. I want you to just imagine taking all that local energy, every one of those voices, and scaling it all up onto a national stage. That's where we're starting.
And really, this is the whole concept in a nutshell. The entire legislative branch, Congress, is built on one incredibly simple principle. We, the citizens, speak, and our representatives are there to listen. It's the national arena for the very same issues you'd hear people debating back home.
So what's the point of this huge national town hall? It can't just be a big talk fest, right? Of course not. The real goal is to actually do something, to take all those voices, all that passion, and turn it into real, concrete action.
And here's its official job description, if you will. The legislative branch is where our laws are born. It's this massive, often complicated process of debating ideas, hammering out the precise wording, and then finally, voting on the rules that are going to shape the entire country.
But why do we have representatives do this? I mean, why not just have everyone vote on everything? Well, it all boils down to one word: accountability. Your representatives have to answer to the voters back home, the very people who put them in office. And that connection is what's supposed to keep our laws grounded in real life, not just some abstract theory.
Now, this national town hall isn't just one giant chaotic room. It was intentionally split into two separate chambers, and each one has its own unique character. This split is completely by design, and it's all about creating balance. And you can see the contrast so clearly right here. On one side, you've got the House of Representatives. Think of it as the gas pedal. It's based on population, it's bigger, and it's designed to move fast and respond to the urgent stuff happening right now. But on the other side, you've got the Senate. Think of it as the brake. With 2 senators for every state, no matter the size, it's designed to slow things down, to take a more deliberate, long-term look at things. And that tension between the gas and the brake, that's not a bug, it's the central feature. The House's urgency gets checked by the Senate's patience. This whole structure protects smaller states from getting steamrolled by bigger ones. And maybe most importantly, this system is a safeguard against rash, emotional decisions, forcing a bit of caution into the whole lawmaking process.
Which brings us to our final and honestly most critical point, because this entire system, all of it, only works if you understand that you have a seat at the table. This is where it all connects directly back to you.
I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Leadership isn't just something that happens to us, it's something that responds to us. When citizens are active and engaged, they demand accountability. But when we're silent, that vital connection gets lost, and leadership can start to feel pretty hollow.
Look, I get it. It is so easy to think that your one voice doesn't really matter. But the truth is, representatives and their staff pay very close attention to those calls and emails. Why? It's simple. Their job literally depends on your vote. They know that at the end of the day, they answer to you, and every single time you reach out, it helps them understand what the people back home actually want.
So here's a little challenge for you. It's super simple. Step 1, find out who your representative is or who your senators are. Step 2, pick one single issue that matters to you and your community. And Step 3, just send them one short, clear, and respectful note about it. It might seem like a small action, but it is the absolute bedrock of how this is all supposed to work.
So, when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway? It's this. The health of a free nation isn't decided in the capital city. It's powered by a constant feedback loop, a conversation between citizens who are willing to speak up and leaders who are willing to listen. That loop is the engine of the whole system.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. The whole system is designed to listen, but it can't hear silence. It requires our participation. It requires our voices. So the only question left is, will you be heard?